Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. A very good evening to you all out there. Now, it is the 12th. No, it's not the 12th. It is the 11th of December. I forgot what day it was, but welcome. This will be the final stream from me on the Sylvan channel for this year, which is going to be a lot of fun, actually. The fact that I'm going to be gone. I know a lot of you do not like me. But I like me, so that's good. Okay, so I'm having a bit of fun there, as you can tell. I'm going to get started here in just a moment. I just need to make sure everything's working okay and get the game launched. That would also be good. Now, it's going to be really fun, actually. We're going to try a later era scenario. I haven't had the opportunity this week to actually read a little bit more. I did a little bit, but I haven't had the opportunity due to a deadline being for Monday, so we'll see. How you doing there, Ivis? Good to have you, my man. You are looking fine. Right. There we are. Now loaded up. I'm going to assume that audio's working all well and good, so that's fantastic. Now, yes, we did do... Well, we kind of did do, if that makes sense. We had the scenario last time as the Dawn Strike, I do believe. And we more or less got that. Yeah, we had the Dawn Strike over here. We more or less got that. I wanted to actually take a look at how to create more effective, more efficient land strikes, but I didn't have that opportunity, unfortunately. But I think what we could probably go ahead and do then is maybe like have more individualized mission setup. So maybe like... and it's not too bad. It's a little bit of extra work, but it does mean that we'll probably be able to get things sorted. What I'm thinking is essentially... yeah, what I'm kind of thinking is that we'll have to set maybe additional missions just to make sure we get the right amount of ordnance down on the target. But we can take a look at that. But yeah, let's take a look then. So we do have a number of other scenarios here. I think something a little bit later, but not too late because I'm not as familiar with more modern equipment. Now we do have 2 hours tonight, so that's good. So we do have an opportunity to take our time. So let's see then, we do have first contact over here. So, this one is 1957. Norwegian coastline, Finnmark area, Norway and the Soviet Union. Okay. So this fast-paced scenario pits the Norwegian MTBs against the Soviet MTBs off the rocky Norwegian coastline. Okay. That's pretty interesting. But let's see what we have here, then. So this is Operation Vantage. The unpredictable Abdul Karim Qasim seized power in Iraq in 1958 and stabilized in the region. Okay. So what do we have here then? Qasim unilaterally announced that Kuwait was considered Iraqi territory and would be incorporated to Iraq as their 19th province. And the British government had given Kuwait assurances of military support in the event of an attack on their territory. So their newly independent state called for protection. British air, sea and land forces were in place within days. An operation codenamed Vantage. Okay, that sounds interesting. This is 1961, so we are taking place here during the Persian Gulf. That sounds pretty interesting. We do have difficulty a little bit lower there. If we take a look at Dawn Strike, it's about the same sort of difficulty as Dawn Strike, which wasn't all that difficult. We do have land forces, and I've not used land forces before, so we'll have to take a look at that. But the game really isn't that focused on land forces per se, so we'll figure that one out. You can see that complexity is up there, but I imagine that's due to controlling land, sea, and air. How you doing there, Kushan? Oh, good. I did need somebody to help me out. Now, Kushan, I haven't had the opportunity this week to actually take a look into it, but how would I set up a more effective land strike? How do we get aircraft to actually target things effectively and efficiently? And we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at Operation Vantage, and yeah, so we have duration of 2 days, which is interesting, so we do have some time. So we actually do have, I was going to say sides, but there's only the United Kingdom here. So, an Iraqi intervention seems likely. Dictator Kazim? I swear to God it said Kazim earlier before. Seems willing to follow up on his promise to liberate the inhabitants of Kuwait. Iraqi military forces now march along the Kuwaiti border. And Britain has such a responsibility for Kuwait's military protection. A strong naval task force is in place, consisting of aircraft carriers Victorious and Centaur, a commando carrier Bulwark, 4 destroyers, 6 frigates, a tanker landing. Oh wow, okay, so this is an actual amphibious landing, I think, perhaps. This could be interesting. Use separate strike missions for each target you want to attack. Time is something that takes practice. Yeah, that's fair enough. So what you're saying, there's no effective way other than just setting up the missions then. So that's not too bad, man. At least we can work with that. Yeah. Should be manageable enough. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be alright. I'm sure we'll be alright. So we'll go ahead and we'll enter this. Well, actually, no, I need to go ahead and take a look at the enemy forces here then. So then, the main elements of the Iraq army comprise the 4th Armored Division, the 1st, 2nd, and 5th Infantry Divisions, and the 2nd Mountain Infantry Division, all stationed in central and northern Iraq. Only the 15th Independent Brigade Group is stationed near Kuwait. The majority of the army's equipment is of Soviet origin, including 260 T-34 and T-54 tanks. Soviet equipment also includes up to 400 armored personnel carriers, 120 self-propelled guns, and 400 field and anti-tank guns. In all, the army totals approximately 60,000 troops. However, the army's readiness suffers by a lack of trained officers with combat experience and weak logistics. Okay. The land forces shouldn't be too problematic. I mean, if we're taking a look at... I mean, this is 1967, was it? I think it was 67. Or 61, I'd have to double check. I forgot what year it was now. I think it's 67. We should be relatively okay against T-54s, at least at this point. I'd imagine so. Yeah, I'd say we're probably fine against T-54s. They could still be a threat. I'm trying to think what we might have in this era. Would we have Chieftain? I think we probably have Chieftain. I'm trying to remember him now. I don't think Conqueror was ever in service out this way. I'm not too sure. Yes, but yeah, here we are. We'll find out, won't we? So the Navy operates 9 Soviet-built P-6 patrol boats and 4 River gunboats. 6 of the P-6s routinely operate in the Gulf, so we'll have to bear in mind patrol boats. And I can imagine they're going to have some decent speed there and likely torpedoes. 2 midget submarines delivered to Iraq earlier this year may also be operational. The Iraqi Navy possesses the capability to mine the Gulf using dhows and other small craft. Okay, so we'll have to watch out for those. So... Now I can see Hunter F6 there, IL-14s, IL-28s and Mi-4Ms. Okay, Vampires. So quite a mix of equipment over here then. Yeah, T-34, T-55, SU-100, submarine, just midgets then. Okay, so the first units to arrive in Kuwait were 4 number 88 Squadron Canberra PR-3s. And these are tasked with photo reconnaissance of Iraqi armed forces in the southern parts of Iraq. Army and Royal Marines units have been transferred from Aden to aid in the defense of Kuwait. Royal Air Force squadrons have deployed to Kuwait and Bahrain. Commando carrier Bulwark, stationed at the northern Arabian Gulf, have 42nd Commando embarked and are ready to launch a helo assault in defensive forces stationed in Kuwait. Okay, so I've not done these sort of operations, but they should be relatively straightforward, and I do have my good old man Kushan to help me out here. I love Operation Vantage, one of the few scenarios I use a Sea Vixen. I'm not actually familiar with the Sea Vixen. This is where I need to actually do the reading important. Because there's a lot of aircraft that I really don't have a great awareness of in these, well, in this era, really. So strike carriers HMS Victorious and Centaur have been diverged from the Indian Ocean exercises that are now transiting up the Persian Gulf to render any assistance required. Additional armour is in transit to Kuwait in landing ship tanks. The 108th Squadron is conducting MCM operations. I'm not too sure what those are, but I assume it's good. So yes, operations outside Kuwait, patrol duties as well then. So we have Lockfin over here as our frigate, I believe. Oh, no, this is surface, so I'm not too sure what that stands for. Striker Empire Gull. It says surface, but that's interesting. I'm going to assume frigate and landing ship, maybe. Sounds like it, perhaps. Right. Bulwark, yeah, we have Centaur there, so we're aware of her. Localvi, Localvin, Wavemaster here. Wavemaster sounds familiar. Yeah, and then we do have our strike group over here, Centaur. Yeah, okay. So we have quite a few, actually, here. Oh, so we have Bulwark and we have Centaur itself, and that's good to know. And then we have Victorious, Cassandra, Lincoln, Wave Ruler, and Retainer. It's actually quite a lot more than we had in the previous one, so that's going to be quite cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Come on, coach. Right. Then we do have Canberra, the Hunters. Okay, this could be pretty interesting then. Scimitars, Whirlwinds, Ganets, and Sea Vixen there. Shan's one that he favours. Okay, so we have quite a large force here then, really. So use airborne reconnaissance assets to patrol the border with Iraq. Any Iraqi forces entering Kuwait or otherwise engaged in hostile activities are authorized targets. Okay, so that's not too bad then. It's not quite as mad as I could imagine. But we'll go ahead and we'll take a look then. We'll just yeah, see how it looks then. So, can I turn these on? Doesn't seem so. Maybe this is one of the older scenarios, but I don't have any controls here then. So we'll go ahead and we'll just go and yeah, just go ahead really. Okay. So take a look at the actual scenario here then. The red over here indicates that we can't enter into this area here, which is fine. I mean, you could have like aircraft go all the way around, but yeah, there's no point in here other than in here. So they thought of that. You definitely get the sense of this being a globe when you go like that. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, this one implies there's an amphibious and landed, but there's really not. Yeah. I suggest turning off the sentinel to map layer. Yeah, that's fair enough, because I suppose I can get in the way sometimes. We'll try it without for now. Let me go ahead and see. So, oh, I can see, yeah. Makes it a little bit easier, it's quite bright otherwise, isn't it? That's fair enough. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have then. Oh, so yeah, this is essentially it then. So it did, as you say there. Yeah, so we do have the LST over here, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, so essentially, I suppose you could assume that there was an amphibious landed, but we don't have to do it ourselves, which is quite nice. So, we do have Kuwait City down here. Obviously, we're not seeing that right now, so we don't have Sentinel on. But if I turn Sentinel on, maybe we'll see that. Do we get to see Kuwait City? That'd be interesting. Yeah, there we go. That looks really cool. Oh, that's really, really cool there. So we can take a look at that here and there. It gives us an idea of where we are, really. And just a good appreciation of the actual situation at hand, then, really. Okay. Yeah, the eye-burned sand is a bit bright. It is a bit bright. Okay. Feels like we're on Mars now or something, without the red. Yeah, only turn on Sentinel 2 if you're using nukes. That's amazing. Okay. How you doing there, Pixel? And Jackal, it's good to have you, my friend. Yeah, that'd be the forces to the west. Let me take a look at actually what we do have then. Okay. So we do have LSTs over here then. I think that there's something regarding Parasite. I'm trying to remember when it actually is now. I'll go ahead and see. I need to ascertain really whether the ship actually does have units aboard. I'm sure there's something where you could see that, but I think it's probably going to be, is it boat operations perhaps? Do I need to select on the group there? I do have group view on, I believe. Switch to group view. There we are, now we have group view on. Okay, so if I go ahead and take a look at boat operations. No? Maybe I need to get a, maybe I need to be clicked on something else there. Still getting used to things. I should be able to find out, really. Another way. Ah, my mouse has suddenly stopped working. Come on, mouse. Okay, so it'd have cargo then. That's good to know then. Do we have one that is carrying cargo then? Steph's Group 6, that looks really cool there. Right. Let me just go ahead and take a look at what we actually do have. Oh, I believe, I think we have an OOB over here. That might be a little bit easier to work with. My mouse is being really funny right now. I do apologize. You know, when your like mouse does that thing where it just suddenly stops working. Okay, so these are ground forces that we have in Kuwait, I do believe. So we do have Centaur Strike Force then. Alright. These are the ones I'm not terribly... Right, okay, so these are oilers then, and we have an ammunition ship there. Okay. I do love how you get these pictures, they're really good. Let's take a look at this, we'll actually take a look at the Sea Vixens shot enough. Just going to take a look at what we have in the area then. So we do have Kuwait airfield then. Okay. And that is the Empire Gulf. Okay. Yeah, but that's one we took a look at earlier on. Pillboxes is interesting, and water pits over here, then essentially, and radar there. Cool. That's nice. And we also get to see what they're loaded with, very handy. We have a Victorious group out here then as well, so we do have the oiler. So I'm going to assume that the A stands for auxiliary then. Yeah, seems to be so. That's a nice colored picture. Frigate looks very cool there. Doesn't look that big there, does it actually? And then we do actually have Victorious there, the illustrious. Very cool. Can actually see what's aboard there. So quite a bit actually, quite a bit. Okay. Ooh, nice. Combat Mission Black Sea. You should enjoy that. I did really like Combat Mission Black Sea too, actually. So if we take a look at this then, so let's go over what the actual briefing told us then. So we're aware that there's going to be a number of patrol boats in the area, or torpedo boats. What was it, about 6? So we can expect them to be in the area. They're obviously going to be making for high speed towards us. And we do have, effectively then, we have the Centaur group over here, Centaur group over there, Bulwark, and we have Victorious here then. So I'm going to go ahead and wager what we want to go ahead and look for then is really threats out here. The midget submarines are a bit of an issue, so we probably do want to have some sonars dropped perhaps, and that might be able to give us some sort of indication here of what to expect and from where. The LCT group over here, they do have orders just to head this way. So everybody has orders here right now. Remain in motion is going to be a wise thing to do here, really. It is harder to hit a moving target, after all. So we'll have to bear that one in mind and work with it. Okay. Too bad you can't use other satellite imagery. Yeah, that'd be quite interesting, in fact. Yeah, it is a little bit bright. It is a little bit bright. Okay. So what we want to go ahead and do then is figure out what our first objective is going to be then. Now, we are aware then of Iraqi forces actually having some air power. Do we have an awareness? I mean, obviously we need to run reconnaissance, so that's going to be the first thing we want to go ahead and do then. Will we be running reconnaissance from Kuwait airfields? Let's go ahead and take a look. If I have a air operations then over here. So we have... These are javelins. See, this is where I'm not that familiar with aircraft, so it's going to be quite interesting to take a look over here. Okay. What do we have here then? Fire Streak. And these early missiles, perhaps. Yeah, okay. Infrared, Fire Streak, look at that range there, 5 nautical miles. There's quite a big jump there. British Streamer Living... yeah, Garden Streamer. Yeah, that's cool. So aircraft, helicopters, missiles, and guided bombs, interesting. Anti-air, right. So that is an air-to-air missile there. Yeah, Seeker. Okay, air search, yeah, that's good then. So we'll have to bear those in mind then. Now, we are aware, as said, of enemy aircraft. So we probably do want to have a cap up then. We have 2 days on this mission, so it's quite interesting. It's a long affair. Right. I'd like to go ahead and take a look at the aircraft itself then. I may have to... Right, so we've got the airfield here. Aircraft. Right, I'll have to look at it in the... I forget how you do it now, where you can actually look at it in the database. But I thought there might be the shortcut, but I'll have to go to the database for now. So it is the Javelin FAW9. Okay. Can I search? That'd be nice, but alas no. Or maybe not. Where's the UK? There we are. Real life platforms, okay, that's interesting. Hypothetical's interesting. I don't know what type it is. Click on the aircraft name in the Air Ops menu. Oh, yeah, there we go. I thought there was a way to do it, I just forgotten how you did it. Ah, thanks there, man. I was like, yeah, there's a way, I just can't remember how we do it now. But thank you very much. Still getting there now. Okay, so that looks like a really cool aircraft then. Yeah, fixed wing. Quite large aircraft, isn't it? 17.6. The aircraft do get larger, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, okay. So that's essentially going to be our fighter there then. This is going to be the interesting thing over here when it comes to like signatures. That's so cool. We do thankfully have radar, so that's very cool there. So we... now it's going to be interesting with the actual radar station. Is that going to be on active or is that going to be on passive? I'm not too sure then, actually. That'd be very interesting. Okay. That was called the Sea Vixen. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the Sea Vixen then. I'm going to assume that the Sea Vixen is actually going to be out here at sea. And what do we actually have over here then? These are indicating that they have something aboard then. Oh, so they do have a boat aboard here then. So those are the actual landing assets there. So I know I have them aboard, but do I have any men aboard? Krishan said we should be looking for cargo. I mean, we have the boats, but do I need to actually offload anything from here? I mean, we do have cargo, apparently. But is this the cargo? Do I need to? do I need to move them in there? Oh, there for immersion. Yeah, I was going to say, because it's like, if the cargo is actually the boat, I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm doing with the boats there, but that's good to know. Okay. Soon, because I'll be back doing this. But maybe I'll be like a sport tonight. Okay, we'll take a look. Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're like vampires, aren't they? I'm sure it was a vampire. Yeah, they're so cool. Just look at that picture. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Vulcan as well, doesn't it? Definitely very cool. Right. I'm sorry, I was just admiring the picture there. Yep, that'd be cool. Oh, that's a boat's operation menu. Oh, okay. So is the cargo different to the actual boats? Because I think the boats obviously are the parasites technically. So where would one see the actual cargo? Yeah, I mean, this is it. I do need the actual time to really go through the game here. Carrier's carrying anticipation, yeah. I can imagine, actually. Right, man. That's pretty cool, then. And it's going to be interesting to see the speeds here. We're definitely going to be working much faster aircraft. So then we have a whirlwinds over here, then. Yeah, good knows. They would actually use the helicopters as well, so this is going to be really cool. I love how big they are. Very nice, yeah, ASW. That's really cool, then. So we actually do have the choppers there. Now, I wonder what their range is going to be like in comparison to like when we had the Corsairs. That'd be interesting. Okay. But yeah, we'll have them. Oh wow, they can actually carry marines too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so we'll have them drop some sonar boys, and I'd imagine. What are they carrying? They're carrying the Mark 43. Is that a depth charge torpedo seeker? Okay. So this is a countermeasure. Torpedo seeker active only. I'm going to assume countermeasure. Perhaps. And then we do have the actual depth charges over here, but I'm not seeing them actually equipped with sonar, boys. Let me go ahead and check out the ready and armament here. Okay. Depth charge. Maybe we don't actually have sonar, boys. Oh, we can actually let them with infantry. That's really cool. Search and rescue troops there. Okay. The cargo menu would appear next to the magazine button, but it only appears if cargo is loaded. Okay, that's good to know then. Very simple then. It looks like that's actually 2 hours altogether anyway. Fair enough. Okay. Drop the gunnet there. I've never seen one of those. That's amazing. Oh wow. That is like, that's a sexy aircraft. Fixed wing carrier capable, yeah. I'm just enjoying looking at these aircraft. That is amazing. Okay. That's really cool. Maritime surveillance. So we are equipped there with radar. Okay. What do we actually have? So this is just the so this is just our surveillance then. So is that just equipped with the radar effectively? Which I'm not going to complain about. I'm not going to be very good at using it, but we are learning here. So maritime surveillance. That's going to be very interesting. Okay. We'll figure that one out as we go. Yeah, it is a thick boy, isn't it? It's a thick boy. No, I can appreciate what you're saying there, Kashan. It really is like that. It do be like that. You're like, god damn, that's so cool. And then we have the scimitars. That's a very nice looking aircraft. Blue silk. It's this sort of era that I'm really most out of touch with. Right, 1970s tech there. So we're going to be going up against like IL-28s and that's going to be interesting. Okay. So we can assume those to be our fighters then. Air-ground missile, perhaps? Bullpup. Yeah, early command-guided standoff missile. That's cool. Sorry, I just having a drink of a hot chocolate I made. Yeah, range 6 nautical miles. You can definitely see where the range increases. I mean, my gosh, I can imagine scenarios where we do have like the F-35. I think that has some ridiculously long range capabilities, doesn't it? Which is really interesting. Oh, okay. Which that was, yeah. No, as existentialism says there. In some ways, yes, it would actually be worthwhile for the database. So there's some really good information there. Then we have the Gannets. Ah, that's so cool. Yeah, that is very, very cool. I love the look of that. Right. Oh, there we go. We do have our AEW. Yeah, they're going to be good to have out there. Yeah, so airborne early warning. Ah, chocolate is not tea. I know, right? But it is technically a mocha. I don't know how you make an actual good mocha, but I suppose it's technically a mocha because I did put some coffee in there to try and keep me awake. So it's hot chocolate and coffee. Mocha, aka the best of both worlds. And we go ahead and take a look over here, but let's take a look at the MCON then. So it's actually set to active there then. So is that the range of the radar? Oh, it's only so it's a mobile unit then. Okay. I'd expected the range to have been larger, but I suppose that may be forgiven perhaps. I definitely did expect it to be a larger range. But it may be obviously limited by the fact that we are on the ground there effectively. It's mounted up there, but it's not very tall, is it? It's not very high up. What range we're looking at? So it's 40 nautical miles. Yeah. I mean, I'm dissing it, but it's still pretty good. It's pretty good for what we have here. You have a problem with hot chocolate. And then what else do we have here, then? So we do have some 40mm both batteries over here, then. So it looks like it's 4 of those. They're active there. And then we do have a Thunderbird over here, so we actually do have Sam. We do have 60 Thunderbird. Damn. Look at that range. Okay. So yeah, I think we're actually pretty good to go as far as it goes in terms of like enemy air power for the most part. I still will have a cap up because it's good to have something that can actively respond there and obviously augment the defenses here. But yeah, that's pretty good. And then out here then we do have 33rd Para Field Regiment Artillery. Yeah, AA Dragoons. I just have to run reconnaissance. I need to identify the target. So this is going to be really a mission of hitting the enemy there. So I do have the RAF base over here. I think this is where we had the Canberra's base, isn't it? Take a look over here. Yeah, there's a Canberra. The Canberra is like, I would say definitely one of my favourite aircraft. It's just something about it is just so very, very sexy. It's... I think it's so sleek. So sexy. Something about this era British aircraft that just look amazing. Okay. I love that. I just enjoyed the Canberra because it's a big aircraft, the aircraft 2 van at 20 meters. Categorized as an attack one, which is interesting. So we do have green sat events. It does have radar, so we'll obviously have that as passive. Look at that radar there. Okay. Air search. Right. And this can carry strategic nuclear. Damn. That's amazing. Look at that. Yeah, maybe nukes one day, but not here. So we're carrying bombs in. Now, I need to look for what kind of guidance it has, I think, or weapons guidance. Right, so it's not armored, which is not ideal. Where would we see our weapons guidance or control? Ah, there we go. So ballistics computing. Okay. So it's more effective than just winging it, I suppose you could say. Yeah, actual computing sounds pretty good there. How you doing there, Mickey? Good to have you, my friend. Okay. And let's take a look at the actual setup that we have there. So we do have the Mark 13 1,000-pound bombs, and we carry 6 of those, which is incredible there. We also carry 38 68mm rockets there. That's really, really impressive. And then we have some fuel tanks there. Okay. Right. This appears then... So these are the... Oh god, that's a big missile. That's a very big missile. Early command candidate. So we need to have our AW up there in our radar. That's going to be very important there. Yeah, this is an era warfare I'm not that familiar with, but I will familiarize myself with it in the future. Yeah, so surface, yep. Land targets, yep. That's good then. Mobile too. That's a big old rocket. What's the damage point of that? Where am I looking here? Damage. That's the missile derelict there. Where's the damage again? I'm used to seeing the actual amount of explosives here. Ah, there we go, 113, yeah. Those would have been really good in Korea. They'd have been great there. Okay. But I'm looking for my reconnaissance then. What do we have here then? These are... Ooh, LDGPs. Right. Yeah. They're something quite good. Unguided bomb. Okay. Ah, there's the cameras I was looking for. Yeah, there we go. Reconnaissance internal. Very cool. Yeah, that's a very nice looking aircraft. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do then is we'll start them off. Now, I do have 2 of them ready. I mean, we are doing this operation for 2 days, but I think we should be able to get them ready and out there. Now, the question is going to come down to how do I really want to effectively operate them? This is a large area over here. I could set up a patrol zone, and that might be the good way. Might be a good way to go. Altitude is going to be an interesting one, trying to figure that one out. They do have internal reconnaissance, so I'm going to have to look at what they can actually manage to figure out the altitude, but we'll see how we go there. But I think what we probably want to go ahead and do then is maybe just reconnoiter this area. Land forces in this area will obviously take time to arrive, so I could probably keep it relatively close. There's a Control D to have the measure. Yeah. I mean, that's 35 nautical miles there, so yeah. I could probably keep it relatively close by then. So we'll keep it in this general area, perhaps, or just, yeah, make it a little bit larger, but I guess we'll keep it around there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is to find an area. And... it did say a rack, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is just set up something like in this area here. I'm going to assume I don't need to do it around here. So I might go ahead and set that bit further. Maybe that's too large. Not especially sure about that. I do have to worry about enemy weapons, but then again, at the end of the day, they're going to have a range. If they're missiles, they'll have a range anyway. So we'll go for something like that then, I guess. Cover that there. And I guess we'll push forward from that then. Okay. So I'm going to add a new mission. But I should be able to do it from here as well, in fact. But I'll add a new mission, then set that up. So add new mission. Canberra Patrol. How you doing there, Ove? We're playing as a British task force in the area, really. Which the British forces. It is 1961, so I thought it was 1967 for some reason earlier, but it's 1961. And we're engaging against the Iraqi forces in Kuwait. Right, so we're gonna go for patrol then. And I'm gonna go with mix. Well, that'd be naval. See, naval's gonna be something interesting as well, but I imagine they'll probably find that on the way. I might go for mix then. Maybe. I forgot to take a look at what ASUW means. Let's go for... We'll go for ground then. I could probably change it on the fly anyway, but maybe ground is worth it in this chance. I'm sure Kushan will probably tell me if I'm wrong about ASUW, but I'm not that familiar with the terminology, to be quite frank. Okay, so we have the Victorious group over there. I'm looking for an actual airfield. So we have a Canberra PR-7s over here. Yeah, we have one over here at Kuwait Airfield as well, actually, which is pretty cool. These are the internal reconnaissance cameras. Would you like to take a closer look at them? So we have the generic reconnaissance camera there. So that's a range of 5 nautical miles. Yeah. Oh, support. Right. Good point. Good point. I had forgotten about that. Can I edit the mission here? I think I just need to delete that mission, create a new one. So create a new mission then. Support over here then. Oh, so will they just effectively do that anyway? That's the thing I'm trying to get used to, is that they'll just do that then. That's good to know. That's very good to know. So Canberra Patrol. Okay. We'll go with that then. And I'm going to go ahead and take them. You can use patrol, but usually better to use support. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to have these guys aside. And it's actually pretty interesting because we do have one base out at Kuwait Airfield, but I think I might use that to... Maybe I want to use that as... Maybe I want to use these two to actually look around the actual sea around here, because we do have to figure out where these patrol boats are. But then again, I've got to imagine V1 might be better suited for that task, because, yeah, I think we'll have these two. They'll arrive in the area relatively soon. They'll likely fly over the actual task forces, or relatively near the task forces anyway. So, maybe we'll find something. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that then. So I'm gonna have them in there. So we've got the two campers there. For the campers, have them fly along the border. Okay. I'm gonna assume that's to avoid enemy detection. I kind of imagine they'd be moving close to that coastline anyway. But yeah, the single camper I'll have move along the coast as well. So we'll go with that. Validate areas that they're good to go then. Okay. Yeah, so we have them set up there. So do I want them to go around the entire border there? Is that what is essentially being said there? In which case we can do that. I'm trying to think how I want to do that now. If I have that there. That kind of works. I feel like I need another dot. I probably could, but I can't go through here. Patrol on the Kuwaiti side. Oh, this is the border here. Okay. I only noticed that when I zoomed out there, actually. Very, very good to know. Yeah, I know, right? So we'll go... I'm going to assume that's a border. Unless it's a really big road. Right. I feel like this may not be the best thing. That feels better? I can't see where the other one is now. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and say that feels better, perhaps. Yeah, you like that U shape, don't you? That's how you like it, don't you? You naughty boy. Okay. I was gonna say, like, this doesn't feel right. I'm gonna assume that they're gonna be moving along there. Okay. Maybe 2's overkill, but I guess we'll see about that. It'd be good if I could have them, like, go in different directions, but they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. They're smart, boys. They're smart. Okay. I mean, I think I'll have the other camera then. It will still not take that long to arrive. If we're going to expect land forces, we should be able to see them relatively quickly. But I'm going to have the other camera then search for this area. Or do I want to go ahead and use... I could even just potentially use the AEW then. And I think I'll probably go ahead and do that. Radar is going to be a very interesting. Ends maybe a little bit close to the... Yeah, no flight zone. That's a good point. Call it... We'll call it about there then. At least that leaves us... Yeah, and over here is a little bit close, I guess, as well. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Yeah, that looks okay. I can't see what the border is down there. But that looks about right. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then, I think I will assign the third one to that then. But I actually think I'll hold that in reserve for now. I think I'll hold it for now. Right, okay. So I'm going to take the Centaur group over here. And I do need to worry about ASW as well. Which is going to be a very interesting thing, really. Gosh, I've spoken for 42 minutes and done chat call. I'm so terribly sorry. I was getting used to the more modern aircraft, so it's pretty interesting. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do then is, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual airbase out here. Let me go ahead and start with the airbases themselves then. Let's see what else we have here then. So we know we have the campers over here, so these are our ground attack then. These guys are kind of the actual ground attack missiles. No, they're kind of the bombs. Those are the ones kind of the actual standoff missiles, so I need to have like a radar lock there. Oh, here we go. Yeah, these are the guys I was looking for then. Yeah, they're going to be doing our ASW then. So we do have a Shackletons. Oh, that's so cool! Look at that! Oh, wow! Oh, wow. I love that. I do love that. That is like an amazing use of an older aircraft. Okay. Ah, that's so cool. Orange Harvest is a badass name. Yeah, okay. That's amazing, though. That's so cool. Wow, nuclear depth charges. Nuke the whales. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get those guys out there then. I guess I'm going to go ahead and set a prosecution zone. I mean, how close do I really want them? They're going to be moving forward, aren't they? That group needs to move in there, so I guess I'm going to be going for this area here. I do have a destroyers, which is at least something. I do have a frigates. So we have radar active, sonar active, as far as I'm aware of it. The frigate over here. I think we're okay on that then, so obviously that's going to give us a information there to work with. Nice thing about the 50s and 60s, still some vintage World War II aircraft around here. That's pretty cool in fact. Really cool in fact. Okay, let me go ahead and double check that then. So, surface weapons, air sensors, surface sensors. I think it's because I have group view on here then, so if I go ahead and go to unit view. Ah, there we are. So, orange. I'm not too sure which one's orange. Yeah, those colours don't quite seem to be as I thought it would be. But that's okay. Right, anyway, we'll go ahead and have that then. So we do have some detection capability over here then to work with, which is very nice. Don't worry guys, it'll not take too long before I shut up and get on with the goods. I just don't know when I'm actually going to have this set up. It feels like a very large area. Maybe I want to have a patrol line? A patrol line may be good. Dropping boys along that. Maybe. Let's go ahead and take a look at what range they have. There's only 2 of them. Right, so those are... Okay. Yeah, those are the ones we'll be dropping now. So we're looking at a range of 3 nautical miles. And that's a passive one. And those are the active one. Oh, wow! Oh, it even comes with the wheels. That's cool. You know, it kind of reminds me of them. If you guys have ever seen Monsters Incorporated, it kind of reminds me of that. I kind of expect to see like a measure of screen there. How you doing there, Robbie? Robbie. To be fair there, SCWW, have you seen me play War of the East 2? Because I'm about 3 or 4 streams into that, and I haven't yet done a turn. So this is completely normal for me. This is absolutely normal for me. I tend to be like this. Nature do tend to be like this. Okay, I'm gonna go for the patrol. I'll get things going short enough, and then at least we can have some action. I'm gonna go ahead and just set that for now. I'm gonna go ahead and actually... I think patrol should be relatively good for that. And I think they'll figure it out. No, I'm being deadly serious. It's like, it is... It's a problem. It is a problem. Right, we'll go with that then. Can I use patrol for that? Or do I want to go ahead and use support? If I go patrol, that's going to set that up as a very large area. I think support maybe should be fine. Again, definitely learning here. Maybe I want to patrol. But I felt like that wasn't very efficient last time. So I'm going to try support and see how that works. Gosh. Right, let me just go ahead and turn that off for now. Because they have a range of about 3 nautical miles for the passive one. So if I can drop them a longer line, perhaps. Now, what I'm kind of thinking then is... we have it sorted out here in front of the actual task forces. I could maybe have... it depends, really. I mean, what range are we looking at? Maybe that's not good enough. I don't know. Maybe something like that. Issues are going to drop along there, so... I don't know. I'm probably not using the right mission here then, perhaps. Maybe I do want to have it as patrol. I think I want to go ahead and actually make a patrol then, in fact. Somebody help. Maybe patrol's probably the thing to go with, man. Yes, I do have ASW patrol there, so that's probably the thing to go for. Okay, sonar, ASW. Okay. And we have the Shackletons, which is an amazing name. Take the 2 there. Validate area? Prosecution area? I guess I want to go for the patrol area. Let me double check. Right, there we go. Maybe that's okay. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out as we go. Which is generally how I do play games. I do have to remind people, the first time because I did the reveal stream for War of the East 2, didn't I? I got the game at 9 AM and had classes until about 3 or 4 o'clock that day. And I really didn't have any time to actually look into the manual overly much. I only looked through a little bit and I was like, I'll be okay, I've got no time. I want to eat instead. So I'm pretty used to going through things and learning on the fly. Okay. How you doing there, Pistol Pete? Good to have you, my friend. Okay, we'll go with that then. I'm going to go ahead and actually set up a cap in this general area then, just so we have something available. I'm not going to use the carriers yet, really. And to be fair, it doesn't take too long to actually launch aircraft from the carriers, so I'm okay on that end. I will have a AAW set up, though. Right, I'm going to go ahead and set up a cap in this general area then. But I don't know, maybe something like that. A lot of this is just really trying to figure things out, really. Maybe that's too large. I have honestly no frame of reference here. Okay. But I'm going to get something going from Kuwait Airport then, just so we have that. Maybe that's too large? But if they're in... They should be able to respond. They do have radar in the area, so they should be okay. And if I get, like, an AEW up as well, then at least I'd have something there. So, we'll go for air intercept there, then. Do we have MiGs? No. Yeah, we'll go for air intercept there. And then I'll get things rolling, then at least we can actually have some action. I do apologize. I am a terrible procrastinator. So, Q8, airfield patrol. Well, let's go with Q8 airfield cap. Okay. We have the airfield. I'm going to go ahead and actually select the airfield. Take a look at what we have here, so I can use the air ops. So I do have the javelins over here, then. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, then, is just have, I think just 2 out there to begin with. They don't take too long to actually get out, so it's not too bad. And I do have a number of hunters over here. They're carrying bombs and rockets over there. So I'm going to have a couple of these, yeah, we'll just have a couple out here, then. So 7 and 8 out there. Yeah, so I'm going to go to add them to the mission cap. Like so. Let me go ahead and take that mission then, mission editor. Have I said that wrong? Oh, it's because those are hidden for now. How do I move that one? Oh no. Okay, I think I activated a couple of us there. Oh no, right. We'll figure that out then. I've certainly confused myself. Let me... Well, those are the ones there for the campers. Oh, I might... Yeah, so that's the one there for the ASW then. Oh, okay. Right, okay, so we want... So if I go ahead, yeah. Okay, I know what we're doing now. So 447, yeah. There we go. We're good to go. Okay. So if I go over here to the mission editor... I was asking me for target. It's a strike air insert. Maybe I just want to make a patrol then. Let me go ahead and just set that up again. Just make sure that I've done it right. It might be because I had them on strike. That's probably why then. Yeah, that'll be why. So AW. Yeah, there we are. Doi. Yeah, there we are. Now it's set up properly, so I'm going to go ahead and take the airfield. It's nice to have our own airfield. Let me go back to group view. Right, there we are. So we'll go ahead and we'll assign them. Now we're good to go. So assign you to the mission that I haven't named. I'm going to name that. Editor. There we are. So I've got them. They're going to go ahead and work in a section. I could have them work a single aircraft, but I'm going to keep them in a section there. Okay. Okay. We'll get the mission underway now then. Okay. Maybe I should actually start things from the get-go. We might have had a better idea what we're going with then. But they're going to be going ahead and getting ready to launch. Oh, fishing vessel. Fishing ship out there. Okay. Let me go ahead and see then. Maritime surveillance. I think I want to go ahead and get one of those launched out there. And have that patrol in this area. So I'm going to find a new area. A stronger area for all mankind. Or all Gannet kind. Okay. Add new mission. Patrol, I guess. Naval. I think. I assume. Looking for, and that's a victorious group. I'm going to take the Gannet. And stand you to the mission I forgot to name. Okay. So I think that's set up. Now we'll go ahead and double check. Yeah, so they're going to be launching there shortly. And they're launching there shortly as well. Okay. So we're looking relatively... looking relatively good to go. I suppose the question would be, would I attack those airfields? Maybe. But I can imagine it probably not being so good. Okay. I think I may potentially speed things up slightly. We'll have things launching now. Presently, I think we're okay. Right, so we have a Gannet out. I love the look of that, that's really cool. I can get where they got the Gannet from. I can get that. How are we doing over here then? How long are they going to take? Ah, okay, they're good to go. Taxing to take off. I do love the fact that you have to actually take off here. That's pretty cool. I mean, this is the big thing, is that effectively the carriers do have that capability to launch aircraft. Can a carrier launch aircraft quicker than a airfield? I suppose it depends really on the training, I guess. But I imagine carrier... I don't know, actually. I'd assume that carriers are probably a little bit quicker. Oh, they have their radar on. I probably want to go ahead and turn that to passive. Probably a wise idea. Yeah. Okay, am I in group or... Right, so I'm in group view here. I'm going to go ahead and have them set to passive MCONs, just because I don't want them to get hit by like some kind of missile. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so we have that set there. I do love the fact they can have the aircraft like this, though. That's so cool. Right now... they're going to loiter. That's fine, which makes sense. Okay. So we have them both out here. Ah, look at that Shackleton. That's so freaking cool. That's so cool. But look at the difference in speed there. I mean, we're just managing a 170 knot there. The Canberra is already up to 280 and rising very quickly. So you can definitely see the difference there in terms of like actual just technology. Really makes a big difference. Okay. Had a new contact, didn't we? Ooh. So this is where they may in fact be, man. That's very interesting. I didn't actually expect that. Right, okay. I do... Okay. Do I have anything else maritime-wise? I expected them to be out this way, so maybe I want to go ahead and take the Gannet and actually have it move out that way. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I don't know what is actually there. Oh. Yeah, radar. Okay. Detected by Sky Guardian. And that's coming from Canberra. That's so badass. Let's go ahead and take the Canberra then. So they're currently on active then. Okay. They're heading down there. They're heading up there. There. I have Bulwark over here. Alright, got the Whirlwinds here, and they're carrying Marines. Do I want to land the Marines? I really do not know. I don't think I have to, per se. What do I have here then? So I've got Gannet. Yeah, so I've got the AEW there. They do have the radar, of course. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and get one of those launched. So we'll define the area here then. And we'll create a new mission. See, once I get rolling, once we get going, there ain't no stopping. And I think I want that to be a patrolman. Sorry, I want that to be a support. Yeah, there we are. Centaur. You know, it's actually quite amusing. Centaur really takes me back to... It's weird, can I not, like... Well, I guess they're over here, aren't they? But I'm going to do it from here. Yeah, it always takes me back to playing Age of Mythology and having like the Centaurs. Those are badass guys. Though I always usually use the Hephaestus? Hephaestus, I think it was called. Hephaestus? I can't remember what they're called. I like the Greeks. And, yeah, I'll have you assigned now. Cool. Mission editor. Validated. Wait a minute. Did I make it a support mission by mistake? Yeah, I meant to make it a patrol mission. I meant to actually make it a patrol, and then made it... Oh, okay. I know what my brain thought, and what I wanted. And that's actually okay, to be fair. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. I'm just quite amused by the way I managed to fuck that up. Okay. Right, they're going to be taken off in a second, then. One would assume. Okay. Okay. Right, that's launched then. The gun there is set to active. Right, if I go to unit view. That's fine, I'll go back to the... There we are. Yeah, so radar navigation is interesting. I mean, this is it, like, radar is becoming, I guess, more prevalent in 61. I don't know, man. It's like, in the earlier scenarios, like, anything with radar, you're like, oh, that's a nasty bugger. That's the danger. I could really do potentially, like, an AEW over here, in fact. Do I have an AEW over here? I've got a camera. And I've got a Gannet. I'll get that Gannet launched over here. But then again, I already do have radar, so does it do me that much good? I don't know. Canberra's on the way. I think I'm going to go ahead and have that camper assigned to that mission then. I think that's probably a very wise idea. Yeah, we'll get you on that then. So, Canberra Patrol. Get your ass to Mars. Oops. I have a stool. Like, I'm actually doing this at my kitchen table. And I do have a stool, but it's rickety. So I have to choose one side or the other to rest my poor feet on. Now that may be useless information, but it's still information. Right. Chat's gone a bit quiet. It's making me wonder if I missed something here. Or I'm actually doing things right. There's only 2 options there. Okay, so we have a number of civilian aircraft there. I'm not getting a speed on these guys. Oh, they're passive, right. So go ahead and make that active. I don't even know if it has that, but I'm going to make it active right now. Right. That's some... well, there we are. There is the value of the radar. Okay, so we have something coming in there. I'm really glad I did that, because that means we actually... Oh my god, look at how many aircraft there is. Aircraft? God, what am I on about? Ships. Yes, gunks potentially. Okay, I'm going to assume that everything's a skunk until it's actually identified otherwise. Okay. Well, we do have some aircraft coming down this way, so what I'm going to go ahead and do then is sorting out a surprise for them. Now, those are the whirlwinds. I'm not going to send Marines to engage them. These aren't quite the Space Marines. Space Marines. Right, we do have the Victorious group over here then. Just a badass name. Oh no, it's a Centaur group. No mind. I spoke too soon, and I made myself look silly. So we have a couple over here then. Yeah, but are they neutral, Kashan? Or are they bought? I mean, this is it. They're merchants. It could go either way, really. Could go either way. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is set up a area really out here. I guess I could have essentially have them drawn this general area. I'm going to assume so, because they'll actively engage the enemy anyway. I'll have that set up like so. Yeah, go for AAW patrol. There we are. It leaves me... I think 4 is probably a good thing to go, but I've got 2 groups of 2, or 2 pairs, you could say. Okay. We've got plenty of time there. It's coming in at 400 knots, so I'm going to assume that's probably not a good thing. Okay. I think they may be going to intercept that. So my god, it's actually going well! What's going on? I could set their radar to active, but I feel like I probably get shanked for that. It looks like they're going relatively well. Oh, I could go ahead and actually launch AEW over here, and that actually help me out even further. Ah, it's so cool. This is what I do like about the game. I could even just have it manually launched, to be honest. I don't really need it to patrol per se. I could just tell it to loiter in an area. But I'd have to do things then. So I'm going to have it just loiter in that area. So I'm going to add a new mission then. Yeah, patrol's probably going to be what I want there. No, it's going to be support, I guess. Maybe. No, patrol will be okay. No. I'm going to have to learn what all those mean and how they work with the actual missions and what I want them to do. Support's okay, then. I just want them to fly, and if they have their thing on, they'll fly anyway. So... Q8... Was it AWP? I forgot what it's called now. Airborne... something? AWE? I can't remember what it's called now. AEW? Something like that. Airborne early warning, that's it. Yep, I got it right. There we are. Cool. Very cool. Right. Validate, yep. That's fine enough. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't get shot down. But I want to have some more warning out here. So we almost missed that. Ooh, we almost... yeah, we missed that too. That's a Venom. Alright, okay. We do have some AA in that area. But that's going to help us out over here. So I do want to scramble some additional fighters then from the Kuwait airfield. Now. Scramble. Where's my camera? In fact, I'm kind of glad that the camera hasn't gone out there yet, because it could have been attacked by the Venom. Ah. Yeah, that's coming under AA fire. Okay. That could be bad. Right, assuming we're scrambling from a carriage, yeah, we are. Missile out. Thunderbird is a go. Yeah, so I should have been out there with the AEW. I've learnt a lesson there. I've definitely learnt a lesson. I kinda overestimated the radar. I did indeed. And that's gonna cost the men over here. So that was my fuck up. Looks like they're dropping there. Okay, that was my fuck up there. Yeah. A little bit late. Put them into military. God damn, they're fast. I could put afterburner. I don't think it makes all that much of a difference. In fact, I am going to put afterburner. Try and get them out there. Ah, yes. Okay. Probably. Probably. I mean, 6.3% damaged. Looks like that missed there. Never mind, it did hit. Thunderbird is a go. That's so goddamn fast. Look at that speed. You can definitely see why we don't have, yeah, humans and that sort of thing. Tiger down. I did a thing, even though it's a passive thing. I will take credit. But yeah, I should have had more of a cap there. I didn't even insert this over here, in fact. Right, okay, so there's mobile over here. Damn, 660 knots. That's fast. I'm very glad that we do have the Thunderbird there, but that's not really great to have them out here. How long is this going to take a Kuwait airfield? Right. Well, that's cool and all to have the Gannet finally up, but it's not quite the thing I need right now. Let's move it out there. Yeah, they need to launch. Ah, that's why. Okay, they're taxiing and getting ready to take off now. Okay. So there's the Sea Vixens. I'm going to go ahead and tell them to intercept the enemy. Okay, that's the Gannet there. Go ahead and put them into military, I guess. We are seeing helicopters out there. Okay. Go ahead and have intercept. We're going to have more fighters scrambled over here shortly enough. Yeah, so see the helos there. Oh, knocked out another. Good. Nice. Only issue is I don't have a huge amount of those missiles. But they've done a damn good job. Have that flight over there. Well, the other flights are launched now. Can go ahead and deal with things as they emerge. Yeah, they're going to be taken off shortly now. So, learned a valuable lesson there. Learned a very valuable lesson. It didn't cost us all that much. There's probably going to be some devs over here, but it's not that bad. Those helos are bad, though. Those are bad. Okay. So they're moving out there. Doing 540 knots. That is so fast. That's another one down there. Yeah, you don't want to be chased by something like that. Okay. I do want to head that way. That's going to be taken out shortly, I hope. Yeah, good. Okay, they're going to turn now. You can see them turning. Right, launching. Again, they do have radar on there, which I'm going to turn off for now. Maybe I could probably get away with some radar. We'll find out. Right, bogies there. We are coming in to intercept there. Gonna have a drink of hot chocolate. They're using up that fuel though. Damn, that's good. Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Do I want to go radioactive? Do I... I can't speak. Do I want to go radar active? Do I want to go radioactive? I mean, technically I was still, but not quite. Close. I think I will go active. What you know, I get shot down. Now they're going 300 knots. Oh, I need to give them the permission to engage, don't I? That's a wise idea. M gone. Weapon states. Ah, shotgun's pretty cool. But I want to go down to a doctrine. Weapons release. Where is it now? Somewhere along here, isn't it? Weapon state. I'm sure it was something else. RSI, something like that? I'm sure it was something like R something. Oh, ROE, that's it. Yeah. So they're on free. Where they are on tight right now. If it's flagged as hostile, they can engage. Okay. We'll go with that then. Now they're not free, so they should be able to open fire if they wish. Maybe I have to give Pacific. They may not be in range. We'll double check this because we don't have a huge amount of time. Let me go ahead. So Control D. At 17.9 nautical miles. And what is their range? 5 streaks. 5 nautical mile range. So we'll move to intercept. We'll see how that goes. I might want to go down to cruise speed perhaps, but I think I guess we'll go down to cruise, in fact. I'm hoping I have enough time here. I'm surprised I'm not actually identifying it, but I guess this is it, isn't it? Maybe I came in too quick. Seen plenty out there. Right, do I have to give them specific information here? Well, specific... weapon state. Well, we're definitely within range. So I've got to assume something else here. Weapon state. I feel like it might be weapon state. Maybe use loadout weapon settings? Ooh, there we are. Wait, what have they just fired? Wait a minute, am I using the wrong kind of weapon? Wait, did they fire their rockets? I'm gonna assume they didn't fire their rockets, but it felt like they fired their rockets, or unless these are like air-to-air rockets or something like that. I've never heard of them. Oh shit, they are. Okay, well, I'll take it back. I'm thinking I fucked up here. But no, they actually did the job. Cool. Job's done. We can go home, boys. War's won. Nice, we took that out, whatever that was. Cool. Okay, let's go RTB. We can get some more out there. They can go passive there. That's cool. Pretty cool. Now, that's the first time we've actually had our air-to-air interception. I mean, that was a... well, I've also got to do it with these guys over here then, haven't I? They closed in a bit quicker than I expected there. Right, let's go ahead and set this up then. So, fire will. Oops. Oh, and Wendigos? Okay, weapons name. They should be good to go there. I could probably just get away with having the opportunities, but that should make sure they engage. Should. 5 nautical mile range. That's definitely within range. A little bit confused why I'm not engaging there. Maybe because they don't have an actual real confirmation of where they are per se, only like where we think they are. Looks like we have a bit of an issue there. What I could go ahead and do then is actually set up a new mission area in here. Or... maybe something like that. So these are all assigned to it right now. I'd like to think that should help. God damn, why are they so fast? Maybe I'm too high. So I'm at 36,000 feet right now. It may very well be the fact that I'm too high up there. Because I might be within... Well, I'm not too sure. Has something launched? When did I just have launched? Is that probably the camera? I need to actually make sure that the camera is going there. I think I need to manually launch her. Yeah, she's powered right now. That's why. Right, so we're decreasing altitude there. That might have been why I couldn't see them, because they could actually be very low. They could actually just be like just above the ground, and that might be why I'm not seeing them quite properly. All about the learning experience here. Oh, right, there we are. Yep. That was the issue then. Look at that. Look at me actually getting things. Engaging with cannon there. Okay. I think I can effectively turn off the radar. Yeah, there we are. And they should get them now. They're down at 2,000 feet, so 2,000 is fine then. I'll keep that one at low, just in case then. Yeah, there we are, now we're detecting them. So we've got eyes on MI4M. So it's a transportation helicopter. Yeah, you really do not want to be in this situation right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we've got them. We got them, Kushan. I think you're just waiting for me to figure it out, weren't you? Yeah, there we are. Oh, I didn't know you could manually do that. That would save me a lot of time. Does that mean I can declare war on the merchants then? Of every nation? Mm-hmm. There we are. Not only now does Mr. Kushan tell me that you could set things hostile with a H. Damn you. Damn you! Okay, now we do have additional transports coming in. I'm probably going to suffer for the fact that I sorted all these guys. So I am going to go ahead and actually have some RTB. But maybe I deal with the threat first and then RTB. We shall see. It seems like they descend touch engage a target there, so maybe 1,000 feet is what I want then. Yeah, that looks to be a mobile target, so I'm going to assume ground target there. I'm going to get that camp around there sooner. I had a lot of missed time there. Yeah, that is... Not something I really want to be screwing around with too much. So... They've got some fire streaks. They also do have their fire mills. What am I looking at here? Oh, it's a T-55. Yeah, T-55, and that's not too bad. Maybe it's because it's not in the prosecution area. Yeah, it looks like they're trying to return home there. So it's at 420. It might be because we're too close in a sense. Ah, there we go, we got that one. Yeah, tanks crossing the desert. So we'll sort something out shortly enough. See, this is where I would have... yeah, it looks like they're returning home there. Now they do have cannon. There we are, missile launch. I love that sound there. It does sound like ET though. What are they doing out there? Oh, they just sorted out some... Oh, so they've returned and then sorted back then, it seems. Or they've been replaced, it seems. Yeah, it looks like they've been replaced. Something like that. Unless I've actually... maybe I accidentally assigned them out here too. Yeah, on the subs, I don't know. That's a good one there, Connor. Yeah, there we go. So it looks like we've got them all. Yeah, I kind of regret having them all launched now, but yeah. That is a missile that's on a mission. Let's go ahead and just RTB then. I do need to try and get them ready again. Alright, Canberra's heading out there. I can have carrier support on hand anyway. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I think we've done alright. I mean, we haven't lost anything, which is actually a pretty big thing for me, really. Okay. I think maybe RTV then. I know there's potentially aircraft, but I do need to get them rearmed, refueled. The sooner they can do that, the sooner they'll be back out. I may potentially, and I do have a Sea Vixens on the way, but then again, fuel's a bit of an issue there. I'm going to have them RTB because I don't know why they're heading out that way. Well, they're patrolling that area in fairness, but it's a very large area. I could assume that's from a camera? Alright, Lloyd's turn. Alright, so we've seen the ground forces over here then. It is going to take them some time. I can afford to wait for them to arrive a little bit closer and then start launching air attacks against them, I think. I just want to get a Canberra overhead so I can actually get some use out of those standoff missiles, in fact. That'd be a good idea. At least I reckon so. Okay. Oh, they take a lot longer than I had assumed, to be fair. Where are the other camera? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, I'd assumed they'd been there a lot sooner. It feels like a lot has happened. I mean, we've had about... It's only really been about 26 odd minutes, really. 25 odd minutes, something like that. But it feels like a lot longer. I guess that's because I probably spent about 40, 50 minutes actually just doing jack-all. I guess it comes and it goes. Again, I don't know why they're going out so far. Yeah, I'm not too sure where they're heading out there. Yeah, that's fine. Looks like they're coming in pretty close, aren't they? So get that sorted then. I was kind of hoping that a camera, but the camera's going to be over there soon. So we'll get that sorted there. Okay. I think I'm going to have them set up as individual aircraft. That might allow... Well, we have allow off access tech. I don't know what that does, but we'll go for now. Probably going to need more. I had reconnaissance here as well. God damn it. Ah, they'll figure it out. I think I will want to send something from the carriers. Oh, yes. In fact, well, it's going to take some time, but I'm going to take aircraft from here as well. But that will take time. And they'll probably not arrive in time. Considering that the Canberras have only just arrived in the area. They can do a good job. Yeah. Right, we'll launch it then shortly. There's a kettle in the background, by the way. You air contact. Shizer. That's kind of what I was expecting to have happened there. I'm going to have to launch something from carriers. They're armories, aren't they? Well, we do have sea vixens over here, but... Okay, Q8 cap. I'm tempted to potentially even launch more, to be fair. And they need to get out there fast. So those are coming in fast. I've already got the two there, but that's potentially a dangerous mission here. Especially we've got bloody, I don't know if they're bombers. They're moving at, yeah, they're increasing the speed as well. I think that's because they've been detected there. But they're coming from northern Iraq. That's a lot more coming into. Shizer. Alright, scimitars are taken off. We may, in fact, have to launch from here too. I'm going to do that. Okay. Right, they're taken off now. I don't know if they'll have a speed there. Or if we could try to engage some of them before they arrive in the area. Might buy some more time. Learning many a lesson. Many a lesson has been learned, but for the moment, we're doing okay. Doing relatively okay. Kushan's like, oh god damn it. Oh god damn it, what is he doing? Right, okay. Black Coyote's a badass name. It's a very Michael Bay moment, isn't it? That's like Michael Bay porn, essentially, where you'd have like all these like aircraft taking off all of these carriages, you'd have these like wide shots of the flotilla. That's super Michael Bay-esque. I'm gonna have to put them onto military speed, I'd wager. They're coming in at just shy of 400 knots. We have some ground to cover there. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. We do have some defense, but not a great deal. May Oh, actually, I do have Flight Venom out here. What are they looking at fuel state-wise? Hell yes. Okay, we do have some salvation. Get your ass to Mars. I really don't know if they're bombers or fighters. I'm going to assume bombers. The fact that they're coming in as a group of, like, 4 is probably bombers. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and actually have these, using the H, signed as enemies. God, imagine if it was civilian aircraft. That would be less than stellar. That'd be bad news. Well, we've got 7 fire streaks over here then, so at least we've got that. They're going to range at 5 nautical miles. Yeah. They're coming in here as well then. Should be relatively okay. I'd not realised about these guys. I think I'd actually told them to head out that way, but refused. But okay, that's actually worked out as something of a benefit. I still don't know where the enemy midget submarines could be, and that's extraordinarily worrying. I sent that gun out that way. I probably regret that now, but hey ho. We do have the ASW arriving in the area. Right, closing in then over the deserts here. I don't have an idea of altitude. Well, they're closer to 25. Might as well just take. Well, yeah, might as well just take to 25. Okay, they're closing in to 420 knots. Fire at will. And they'll engage. We're looking at 5. So looking at range there. Okay, additional aircraft. Again, I don't know what altitude we're looking at. I'm hoping that we're at the right altitude, but I could be completely wrong. At least we're here anyway, so we can try to engage them. Okay. I'm going to assume that we're too high. What altitude are we looking at here? Oh, they're at 31,000, so I'm actually too low. In fact, maybe I go for that group. No, they're lower on fuel, so go for that group. Air power's on the way. Yeah, they're on the way. Yeah, we have a launch. I do love that. I love that. Fire streaks are out. Right, let's see. So we're engaging against the IL-28. Launch. That wouldn't. Did that miss? Countermeasures, perhaps? Countermeasures look like. We still have a gun, so we may engage a gun. They're turning away. Come on, let's get some kills. That's looking bad. That might do it. Come on, that's not quite. God damn it. Countermeasures, perhaps. Ah, damn it. There are beagles. Damn the beagles, man. Release the hounds. Well, they've turned away. We might be able to engage a gun. Oh, they've really dropped altitude there. That might be partially why. The hell's that noise? I don't know what that noise is. I really don't know what that noise is. Sam's launching. Oh. That's not good then, is it? Oh, they're my Sams. Oh, thank God for that. Hey, Dinesh, son. Good to have you, my man. Can I actually use the guns here? In fact, do they even have guns? I don't... Well, they do have the 30... Yeah, they do have the 30 mils. They obviously need to be at the right altitude. Yeah, they're down to 2,000. They're going very low. So they need to go low, shiter. Go low, go low. Right, Sam's coming in. Do have our strike mission coming in too. That is very true there, Z-Dog. Sam's yeah, Sam's are only bad if they're launched against you. Okay, we've got that overfly over here. Well, we do have... God damn it. They have some pretty good countermeasures then. I should have been watching their altitude, but at least we can actually engage against them. They're a military, yeah. See. Ooh. We do have the launch there, so those are the rockets. Yeah, that's one down. They get the job done. But I'm going to go ahead and have them intercept that group. Right, so got those coming in there. Bloody countermeasures. Yeah, I can imagine, I can imagine. In fairness, I haven't had much chance to actually read the manual. So that's my defense there. That's so very complex. Ah, wait. Is that mine? Yeah, that's mine. Okay. Okay, that's at least working then. Oh, we actually managed to take out two there. For the most part, the 1v2 manual, you could ignore quite a lot of it and you'll be okay. But I am so very sadly out of time. But it's been a real blast, actually, quite literally. I'm sorry, Z-Dog, I'll be off here in a second. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I spent quite a long time just getting into things, and I didn't realize about that one. Oh, that's a camera event. Okay. Yeah, there we are. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again in the future, and have a beautiful holiday season. You look great. You look amazing in that outfit. Be happy. Oyasumi nasai. Sayonara. Jane. Yeah. See you next time. Goodbye for now. Take care. Stay sexy. Especially you, Kashan.